Awoshiki Road to ease the congestion currently being experienced in Lagos, while interstate roads linking Ogun through Ikorodu to Shagamu and Ifaja to Ota and Abeokuta are being repaired with payment to contractors. In the northwest, we have completed the Sokoto to Tambuwal Jega Road, comprising 135 kilometers out of the entire Sokoto to Yauli stretch, and sections of Kaduna Eastern Bypass and Kano Western Bypass are also progressing. In the northeast, we have started work on the long-neglected Mayo Belwa Jada Road and the Gombe Numan Jalingo Road, and recently awarded the reconstruction of bridges damaged by insurgency. In addition, thanks to the 100 billion naira Sukuk bond raised in Nigeria, work is going on in 25 road projects, among which are 1, construction of the Iju, Loko, Oweto Bridge over River Benue. 2, dualization of section of Abuja, Abaji, Lokoja Road. 3, dualization of section of Suleja, Minna Road. 4, dualization of Lokoja, Benin Road, Abajana, Okene.
Is a lie.
5, dualization of section of Kano, Maiduguri Road, linking Kano, Jugawa, Bauchi, and Yobe states. 6, dualization of Kano, Katsina Road. 7, dualization of Kano Western Bypass. 7, 8, construction of Kaduna Eastern Bypass. 9, rehabilitation of outstanding section of Onitsha-Enugu Expressway. 10, rehabilitation of Enugu-Port Harcourt Road and dualization of section of Yenagoa Junction. In power, we are working on over 90 transmission projects across the country.
90.
Major power transmission stations like Mayo Belwa in Adamawa, Ejibo and Oduguyan in Lagos, Apo in Abuja, Ekot Bene in switching station in Abia, Maiduguri in Borno, Damaturu in Yobe have been completed to support electricity transmission.
Campaign promises.
For effective delivery to critical areas, we decided that we had to decentralize power supply, leveraging off-grid solutions, especially solar-based systems. We are pushing more, I quote, willing buying, willing seller, unquote, arrangements. Already, this has brought more reliable off-grid power to markets and economic clusters around the country. The projects being implemented right now include the Aria market in Aba, the Sabongari market in Kano, and the Sura shopping complex in Lagos, to mention a few. Our hope is to roll out much program to 300 such economic clusters across the country. In addition to economic clusters, we are also looking at rolling out similar off-grid solutions to universities and medical centers across the country. As we develop our infrastructure and power sector, we have not lost sight of the adverse impact climate change has to our economy, food, and national security agenda. The recent floods, farmer-husband conflicts, and aggressive desertification are all effects of climate change. We have seen our forests, lakes, arable land, and grazing areas gradually disappear over the decades. As a government, we took a long-term view on tracking the effects of climate change, which must be contained and ultimately reversed. We have stepped up our afforestation efforts. In the first 2 years, we have planted over 2.3 million seedlings in 21 states. We also successfully launched the Green Bond, which will focus on developing environmentally friendly projects and other green programs across the country. Nigeria is also actively participating in international efforts to tackle climate change. Furthermore, working with key stakeholders, including National Assembly, state governments, and the private sector, we intensified our drive to remove obstacles, reduce processes, and lower costs of doing business. The fact that over the past 3 years, Nigeria has gained 24 places in the World Bank's rate ease of doing business ranking is a clear indication that we are moving in the right direction. We are confident that improvements arising from ongoing work will result in another quantum leap in the 2019 rankings. The states have also keyed into efforts to improve the business environment, and the sub-national Doing Things report for Nigeria showed that 32 out of 36 states recorded overall improvement. In line with our commitment to creating a fairer and more inclusive society, I am pleased to update you on our efforts in this regard, especially through the N-Power scheme. 500,000 graduates have been employed. The National Homegrown School Feeding Program is feeding 9,300,892 pupils in 49,837 schools in 24 states across Nigeria and employing 96,972 cooks. The Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program has seen to the disbursement of 1,378,804 loans to small businesses and farmers in all states, including the FCT. These are interest-free loans that will be paid back. 297,773 households in 26 states across the country are benefiting from the conditional cash transfer programs. Distinguished Senate President, Right Honorable Speaker, whilst we are most encouraged by the improved performance of the economy since we started implementing our economic recovery and growth plan, there is an area that continues to be a cause of concern that has to do with our unsatisfactory revenue performance. Although we have sustained efforts at boosting tax revenues, our progress has been constrained by the relatively low level of growth having just emerged from recession. This has restrained our tax revenue drive. Furthermore, the volatility in oil prices and the disruptions in oil production delayed our plans to recover past due oil license and royalty charges, as well as restructuring of the joint venture oil assets. As we have returned to the path of growth, I have directed that action on all our revenue initiatives be expedited. I have already issued a number of presidential directives on the disposal of recovered assets, deployment of the national trade window, as well as the immediate recovery of past due oil royalties, including by crude seizures if necessary. On asset recovery, in order to put to use for the benefit of all Nigerians monies and assets stolen from public treasury, we have on asset recovery, in order to put to use for the benefit of all Nigerians monies and assets stolen from public treasury, the 2016 budget created a revenue line in the budget for stolen and recovered funds. Thus, every government project today benefits in one way or other recovered, looted funds. I have also directed all the relevant authorities to liquidate all recovered unencumbered assets, such as landed properties, buildings, and vehicles, so that these funds can be available to help in the funding of the budget, particularly the important infrastructure projects.